All right, what's going on? We got Djokovic taking on Machac in this first round or second round matchup. Swiatek's playing right now as well. She is just doing her thing as she serves an ace. And it's advantage Swiatek for a 5-love lead. We've got Alcaraz come up later. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Djokovic versus Machac. Machac was banned for, I think, a year, if I can remember. Testing positive for a banned substance. So he's back and trying to climb back up the rankings. Djokovic is trying to forget about what happened last year at Indian Wells where he was upset in the first rounds. And, yeah. These guys have never played before. First time meeting. So let's see what Djokovic looks like. First time we're seeing Djokovic since the Australian Open final as well. When was the last time I slept? This morning. All right, Swiatek a deuce. And Swiatek serves. To the backhand of Day. Forehand from Swiatek goes long. Advantage Day. He lost to Nardi and Boric in the last 2 years. Yeah, so 2 upsets. And then he didn't play the years before because he wasn't allowed to play in America for a couple of years. Indian Wells got cancelled 2020. So, yeah. Even in 2019, didn't he lose? He had an upset in 2019, right? I'm pretty sure Djokovic hasn't, in terms of, Indian Wells, great Indian Wells champions, he's one of them. But recently, not so much. He's had some recently poor results here. It's not been his best tournament. So he's won 5 Indian Wells titles. Last one that he won was in 2016, though, where he took out Raonic in the final, beat Rafa and Tsonga along the way. But then he's gone 4th round, 2nd round, 3rd round, 3rd round, 2nd round, because he didn't play for 4 years. So, yeah. But he also didn't play Miami for 5 years and then made the final last year. So, yeah. But, yeah, he lost 4th round in 2017 to Kyrgios, which was an upset at the time. He lost in the 2nd round in 2018. I want to say to Kohlschreiber. Why do I remember that? I don't know. No, he didn't lose to Kohlschreiber. He lost to Taro Daniel. Okay. 2019, he lost to Kohlschreiber. So 1 year off. And then, Nardi and Van der Zandschulp. So, yeah, he's had some very strange results here in the past probably 10 years. So, look, Machac has got to think, hey, look, I might not win, but it's not impossible. Anyway, it's 5-love Swiatek. She is winning. All right. Here we go. Djokovic warming up for the first time since the Australian Open. He didn't play Doha. He decided to miss that event, which was a shame because that event was stacked. It still was stacked without him, but had he have played, how crazy would that have been? Winner of this match is going to play against Kovacevic, who took out Mute, and then Draper Cerundolo in the 4th round for Djokovic. So that's interesting. Draper Djokovic, I need to see that. That's the match I want to see. I want that match. I want that match. Give me that match. I want that match. I want that match. Also, Hashanov won the first at 6-4 against Fonseca. Rublev up a break against Diallo. Navarro is down a set and a break. Ostapenko is up a set in her match. So, yeah. It's all happening. 5-love. Swiatek. The bakery is open. In Indian Wells. All right. Day serves. A fault. Second serve. Serving the front of Swiatek. Return is a winner. Ooh. Okay. Love 15. Thoughts on Swiatek staying number 2 in 26? Look, she's probably, if she wins the French Open, she will, yeah. I think if she wins the French, which of course she can, that's going to go a long way. Also, she didn't do great on the clay last year. And we know that she's a great clay court player. So she has points to gain throughout the clay season, which will help her number 2 spot. Also depends on how Raducanu plays on clay. Because we know she can, but Raducanu's got to do well on the clay, which is what Swiatek has really based her career on, is mostly doing well on clay. Love 40 Swiatek. Obviously, she's not just a clay courter, but you know her base of results, best results have been on clay, at least to start with. All right, love 40 Swiatek for the bagel. As Day serves a fault. Second serve. Double fault. There's the set. 6-love. 28 minutes. Swiatek with the bagel. Can Korda beat Demonor? No. No. Never. No chance in hell that's going to happen over my dead body. Next question. All right, first set for Swiatek, 6-love. 16 winners, 8 errors for Swiatek. 3 winners, 5 errors from Day. Swiatek, 80% of first serve points, 1 as well. Didn't Swiatek mention at the press conference that she gets a bit embarrassed when she with the Swiatek bakery stuff? Yeah, I think she thinks it's like, you know, she doesn't want to disrespect her opponent. Like, she feels like other players might feel disrespected by that, which fair enough. She's a very nice person, but she's not saying it, so you know. Okay, Djokovic, by the way, is wearing an arm sleeve on his right arm. Interesting. Doesn't usually go for that fashion statement. Interesting. Djokovic with the arm sleeve. Kyrgios kind of Raonic, you know, style. Interesting. It's on the right arm, so it must be, you know, there's something there. He's only wearing a one arm, so it's not the sun. It's not for sun protection. All right, Djokovic's going to serve first. All right. Swiatek with the bagel to start this match and tournament. 30 minutes played as Djokovic serves the backhand of Machac. Backhand of Djokovic to the backhand of Machac. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Machac backhand again to the backhand of Djokovic. And Machac goes down the line. Forehand Djokovic again, the backhand of Machac. Crossed into the backhand of Djokovic. Machac into the backhand again of Djokovic. He slices it into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic forehand goes the backhand of Machac into the slice of Djokovic. Machac, cross-court forehand. Djokovic gets it. Machac forehand again. The backhand of Djokovic. Machac with the backhand down the middle. Djokovic forehand inside out. Winner. What a rally to start. What a rally. And he already gives a bow. Nole's playing this to win. He bows to the crowd after the first point. Oh, what a rally to start. And Djokovic knows it. He's like, okay, you're welcome. I have arrived to Indian Wells and I am here to win. 15 love. Welcome to the Nole show. All right, return goes back into Djokovic. Forehand now from Machac. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac backhand. To the backhand of Djokovic. Into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic slice. Goes wide. 15-0. All right, nice hitting by Swiatek. Beautiful backhand winner. All right, good serve, Nole. Into the forehand now, and he puts it away. 30-15. Oh, so apparently he's sponsored by the arm sleeve brand. So he might be, okay, that's interesting. So he's probably wearing it, yeah, not for any reason, but to promote it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's probably, I mean, look, maybe he does have some, discomfort in his arm or whatever, and it's a compression sleeve, so it's gonna, it might help. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so the arm sleeve might be something for like a brand deal or something. That's interesting. He also still might need it, but that's interesting. All right, 30-0. Djokovic serves. Into the front of Machac. Djokovic forehand down the line goes long. 30-40. Machac with a chance to break. Also, Swiatek at 15-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Day is a winner, and it's 15-40. Day is a chance to break. All right. Is it a backhand slice from Machac? Djokovic goes down the line. The forehand of Machac. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Drop shot is good. Machac gets it. Oh, and hit the tape and it went in. And Machac gets the break with a little bit of luck. And Djokovic just kind of laughs it off. He's like, hey, you're too good. You got me. Okay. One love Machac to start this match. Also 30-40 Day trying to get the break in the second. Swiatek hits a backhand winner, and it's deuce. Also, Fonseca is down a set, but on serve in the second. Diallo and Rublev are 5-5. Vachereau just started against Borges. Yeah. And a couple of the ladies' matches are still underway. Swiatek with deuce. Trying not to give a game away. Seven of the forehand of Day. Return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Day wins a point, though. Swiatek hits it long. Advantage Day. right, advantage day to get the first game of the match for her. Swiatek serves a fault. Second serve. Oh, great drop shot from Machac, 30 love. And Swiatek serves. Into the forehand of Day. Return goes in the forehand of Swiatek, who sprays it wide. Day breaks. Okay. Day gets the first game for herself, and it's 1 love in the second. All right, Djokovic sprays the forehand wide, and it's 40 love. As Machac holds 2 love. 2 love. Good start. After Djokovic hit, like a 30-shot rally and then bows, and then he's been losing ever since. All right, Swiatek loses the first game of the match. All right. 2 love, Machac. As Djokovic serves down the team, Machac returns in the forehand of Djokovic. Machac forehand again to the forehand of Djokovic. To the back of Machac. Machac hits it wide. 15 love. As Day $15 love. Serving the forehand of Swiatek. Backhand from Day. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Day with a backhand. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. Day again to the forehand of Swiatek, who goes down the line. Day with a slice. Goes in. Swiatek comes in the net with a slice. No, she has to stay back. And then hits a forehand down the line in the net. Okay, Swiatek didn't go to the net. That was a mistake. 30 love. All right, 40 love Djokovic. And he serves an ace down the tee. He's on the board. 2-1, Machac. With the break as Day serves. Fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Back in from Day to the forehand of Swiatek. To the forehand of Day. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand of Day. Into that Swiatek forehand. Day with the forehand inside out. Great shot. It's 2 love. Day leads. Sapenko looking for that break in the second against volley nets. Vachereau just started. Rublev in trouble. It's all happening. All right. To love. Swiatek serves the backhand of Day. Oh, what a return. Beautiful backhand return from Day. Also, Djokovic match. It looks very busy. Looks like they've got a packed house out there. What a return by Day. All right. Love 15 as Swiatek serves. Into the forehand of Day. Forehand from Swiatek. To the backhand of Day. Swiatek backhand again to the forehand of Day. So the backhand of Day is Swiatek backhand in the net. Love 30. What's going on? What is this? What are we watching? Love 30. Day's won 11 of the last 15 points. Love 30. And Swiatek serves a fault. Second serve. And a double fault, Swiatek. Love 40. A chance for the double break for Day in the second. So Majchrzak's got 30-15. All right, Swiatek serves again. Into the forehand of Day. Back in our Swiatek to the forehand of Day. Into the forehand of Swiatek, but Day hit it long, and it's 15-40. $15.40 as Swiatek serves again. As Machac hits a lovely backhand cross-court winner, backhand down the line winner from against Djokovic, and it's 40-15 over there. All right, Swiatek saves 2, 30-40. All right, 30-40. Swiatek serves again. Into the backhand, a let. By the way, Chad, I forgot that I bought bagels from Costco. Speaking of bagels, I'm hungry. And I've got bagels. I might have a bagel for breakfast. Anyways, backhand goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Drop shot is good, but Machac gets it, and then Djokovic volleys it away. We get the deuce. I totally forgot that I bought blueberry bagels from Costco. That's going to be what I'm eating for breakfast. Hell yeah. 30-40. That goes out by Day, and it's deuce. Will I watch the Formula One? Probably, yeah. All right, backhand to backhand rally here. Machac into the backhand of Djokovic. Majchrzak got the break. As Djokovic with the backhand again. Into that Machac backhand. Just going cross-court with their backhands. Now they're doing forehand to forehand. Cross-court. As Djokovic again with the forehand now to the backhand of Machac. As they go back into backhand cross-court. Really just going down the middle, not even cross-court. Now Machac comes to the net, but puts the forehand wide. And Djokovic gets a break point advantage. What takeout food does Australia have at Costco? What do you mean takeout? You mean at the restaurant or the whatever? They don't have much. I was a bit disappointed. The pizzas were great. Swiatek forehand goes into the backhand slice of Day. Swiatek forehand is good. Day gets it back. And then Swiatek puts it away. Advantage Day as Machac puts away the forehand and he gets back to deuce. Do you mean like on the way out? So like the restaurant. Yeah, we don't have much. Like compared to America, where I hear like all the crazy shit they have, I'm like, yeah, we don't have that. We have 3 different pizzas, hot dog, chicken and fries, and that's it. Like, you can buy a slice of pizza or a big pizza. I bought 3 slices of pizza, 3 different flavors because I wanted to test them all out. I didn't eat them all. I couldn't eat it all. It was too much. They were huge, though. They were like this big. But yeah, they don't have much, which is a little disappointing. I was wanting those like they have, like in America, they got heaps of stuff. And they have those choc chip cookies. I had one of those. They're really good. All right, advantage Swiatek to get on the board in the second. Serve to the forehand of Day. Forehand from Swiatek to the backhand of Day. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Day with a backhand slice. Swiatek backhand approach. Day puts up a lob, but it goes long. Swiatek's on the board in the second. 2-1. Day with a break. Machac holds, and he's up 3-1 with a break against Djokovic. Joao Fonseca is a really good match, by the way. Thank you for keeping us updated with that one. So currently Djokovic, his backhand is not working well. 7.5 in the shot quality on the backhand for Djokovic. Everything else is working. Djokovic is serving well. He's returning well. He's got a good forehand. But his backhand has been the thing that's let him down so far. But, yeah, I mean, Machac broke, Djokovic didn't. That's the difference. Yeah, Djokovic is serving really well. He's only missed 2 first serves. He's lost 3 points on his first serve. But, yeah, the backhand, that has been a bit of a problem. A few errors from that side. Djokovic serving into the sun now. The hat won't work with the sun. 15-0. As Djokovic serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Machac. Backhand of Djokovic sliced. Goes wide. And it's 15-30. Djokovic in real trouble now. We've got to know what kind of pizzas. So they have cheese pizza. I think it was like a 3 cheese pizza. Pepperoni and barbecue meat like pizza. The cheese pizza was amazing. All right, forehand winner there from Djokovic down the middle. 30-0. All right. 30-0. Rublev won the first set, by the way. All right, 30-0. As Djokovic double faults, 30-40. I'll tell you what, Day has come to life. 30 love. She is playing really well now. Pineapple pizza is the only right choice. $30-40. You take that pineapple pizza with you. No pineapple pizza. It's gross. Nobody likes it. It's actually illegal. 30-40. I've been to Italy. It's from forehand. Winner from Machac. What are we watching? Machac's on fire. 4-1. Chat agree? Chat don't agree. Chat. Hey, chat. You listen to me. You listen to me. Don't listen to Bio. You listen to me. Don't agree with that. Pineapple pizza bad. You don't agree with... You listen to me. Please. Okay, Djokovic in big trouble. 4-1. Double break, Machac. And Day's at 40-15. All right. All right, 40-30. As the backhand return for Swiatek to the front of Day, into the front of Swiatek. Day with a forehand slice. Swiatek comes in, puts it away. We get the deuce. All right. As Swiatek gets aced? No. She just doesn't get the ball back. Sure, she did get aced. All right, that counts. Advantage Day. Good serve. Swiatek hits it long, and it's 3-1 Day in the second. All right, 15-love Machac. He has a double break against Djokovic. As Machac goes in the slice of Djokovic, Machac forehand into the forehand of Djokovic, to the forehand of Machac, Djokovic forehand, again to the forehand of Machac, and Machac goes wide with a down the line forehand, 15. Oh. Ah, 15-0. As Machac losing the point, 15-30. Navarro won the second. All right. As Djokovic returns the forehand of Machac. Drop shot's good. Djokovic gets it. Machac backhand lob. Goes long. 15-40. Djokovic with a chance to take back a break. Serve from Swiatek here. Love 15. She serves another fault. Second serve. Good serve. Machac, though. 30-40. Saves one. Swiatek double faults. Love 30. What? Maybe it is the wind. Maybe the wind has picked up so much that everyone's losing all of a sudden. All right, serve. Is a fault. Second serve. So, yeah, Rublev won the first set 7-6. Fonseca is 5-4 up in the second against Khachanov. Ostapenko about to lose the second. Yeah. By the way, thank you, Peter, for the 40 months. Appreciate that. As Djokovic, 30-40. Try to get one of the breaks back. Machac goes into the backhand of Djokovic. Machac off the tape. Oh, it goes in. He gets lucky again, and it's deuce. All right, deuce. Machac hangs on. And Day goes to love 40. She looks for a double break in the second. Machac with a fault, second serve. As the backhand from Djokovic goes to the forehand of Machac. Djokovic forehand. And going to the forehand of Machac. Djokovic goes down the line with a forehand to the backhand of Machac. Machac gets it out. Advantage Djokovic to get back a break. By the way, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at whatever. Hey, it went up by 1. That's crazy. Hey, I don't know who did that. You know who you are. You made that move at the exact time. Thank you for subscribing and making and doing that. That was all you. I don't know who did it, but you know who you are. That was you. All right, advantage Djokovic. As it a backhand out from Nole to the backhand slice of Machac. Djokovic forehand inside out. Good shot. Machac gets it. As Djokovic to the forehand cross court. Machac again to the slice of Djokovic. Here's a drop shot. Machac gets it. Djokovic volley in the net. Okay. Deuce. Machac hangs on. All right, 30-40. Swiatek trying to avoid a double break. Swiatek with a forehand to the backhand of Day. Swiatek backhand into the forehand of Day. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Day with the forehand on the stretch goes wide and it's deuce. Swiatek avoids the double break. As Djokovic gets passed on the backhand. Beautiful down the line backhand winner by Machac. To go to 5-1. Djokovic returns the forehand to Machac. Djokovic backhand. Machac with a pass in the net. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. On both courts. Swiatek double faults, advantage Day. As Machac serves. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac backhand slice in the net, advantage Djokovic. Break points on both courts. Okay. All right. Swiatek serves. Day returns it short. Swiatek comes to the net. Day with a backhand pass. Too good. Day breaks twice. And it's 4-1. Day with the double break in the second. Just too good. All right. As Djokovic backhand to the forehand of Machac. Machac hits it wide. He gets broken and Djokovic gets one of them back. But he's still down a break 4-2. 2-4. All right. It is all happening now. Cool. I can see that why Day won a US Open Juniors. Did she win the US Open Juniors? There you go. Cam has already said Swiatek has not lost an opening match since 2021. We all know what is coming. Okay, I'm sorry. Enlighten us. What is happening? Huh? What are you trying to say? Just say it. Say the thing. Huh? What? We all know what's coming. What's coming? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand. What are you trying to say? Huh? Go on, I'm waiting. Huh? What are you trying to say? That she's going to continue the streak and stay and never not lose? There you go. That's what I thought so. Right? That's what you're going to say. I'm sure that's what you're going to say. Right? 40 love. 40 love. Djokovic to put the pressure back on Machac. Good service game by Nole, by the way. As with a forehand win up, there it is. Djokovic holds. It's 4-3. Machac with the break, but Djokovic hunting him down. All right, 4-1 Day with the double break. And Swiatek forehand winner. And it's love 15. I know tennis. Do you? Same. Well, I try. What's my UTR? 0. Don't have one. I don't have a UTR, but I do have an architecture degree. Does that count? Is that good enough? All right, love 15. As Day serves into the forehand, Swiatek. Return goes to forehand of Day. Swiatek forehand to the backhand of Day. And Swiatek backhand in the net. 15 all. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. By the way, Chet, the amount of people yesterday that said happy birthday for no reason. Like, well, I appreciate it, but I think it just became a bit crazy. My birthday was like 2 weeks ago. I don't think you can. I think after like a week, it becomes irrelevant, right? I mean, birthday's over after you get like 3 days, maybe. Like 3 days later, your birthday, like that's it. Your birthday's over. Somebody else is having a birthday. It's somebody else's time to celebrate. No, that's all right, Dan. Yesterday, like for some reason, I don't know what was happening in the chat, but so many people were just like, happy birthday. And I'm like, why? What do you mean? I don't know what was going on. Unless they were saying it to somebody else and I was getting confused. All right, Machac comes in with a volley. Too good. 15 love. He still has the break. But Djokovic is coming back. 40-15 for Day. Happy birthday for next year. Thank you. All right, 40-15 Day. Serving the back in Swiatek. Great return winner. 40-30. Love here, Machac. All right, 40 love. There's a bit of backhand out from Djokovic into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic backhand, the backhand of Machac. Down the line of the forehand of Djokovic. Machac forehand crossed into the forehand of Djokovic again. The forehand of Machac on the stretch. Down that line to the Djokovic backhand. Djokovic goes up the line long. And Machac gets the 5-3. Swiatek gets the deuce, by the way. Swiatek is afraid to face Sakari. I can't wait if we get that rematch, it'll be great. All right, Day with the forehand of the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Day. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Day with the forehand slice. Swiatek with the forehand down the line again. Slice from Day. And Swiatek forehand again. Day gets it back. Goes down the line to the forehand of Swiatek. Cross court in the backhand of Day. Into the forehand of Swiatek who hits it in the net. Advantage Day. For a 5-1 lead in the second. Advantage Day. Also Djokovic 15 love. He's serving to stay in the set. Swiatek gets it out 5-1 today in the second. What a scoreline. All right, Djokovic forehand into the backhand of Machac, who hits another backhand down the line winner. That's a go-to shot. Machac's backhand is very impressive. Also, looking at the performance rating, Djokovic is at an 8. Machac is at an 8.6. So that shows how crazy good he is playing right now. 8.6 compared to an 1 for Djokovic. Djokovic 30-15. Machac, by the way, his average for performance ratings is 7.1. So, like, he's above his average. Like, he hasn't played... I don't even know if he's ever played this well. Like, this might be the best match he's... highest performance rating he's ever had. 40-15 Djokovic. An 8.4? That's crazy. All right, as Djokovic puts it away and the crowd go wild. By the way, packed house. We love it. Swiatek serving to stay in the set, by the way. Djokovic, he makes Machac serve for the set. Yeah, 8.51 for Machac and an 8.23 for Djokovic. Machac's backhand at 8.5. That's the shot that's doing the damage. Okay, Swiatek 30-15. First serve is a fault, second serve. All right. Swiatek trying to stay in the set. All right, 30-0. Swiatek serves. A fault, second serve. As Day misses the return, 40-30. All right, Machac serving for the set. Love 15. As Djokovic with the forehand goes into the forehand of Machac. Machac in the net, love 30. Djokovic looking for that break back. Keep this set alive. And Swiatek gets a winner. All right, 5-2. Day's going to serve for the set. So yeah, Machac is playing crazy on that backhand side. Usually his performance rating on average is about a 6.9, and he was, up until this game, dominating on that side. Love 40, Djokovic. Yeah, Machac 8.5 on the backhand, but everything else is sort of a 6 or a 7. Oh, God. Is that still a thing? All right, Djokovic, love 40 to get back on serve. First serve's a fault, second serve. As Djokovic return backhand into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic backhand into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic with a slice. Machac forehand cross court into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac again to the forehand of Djokovic, and Djokovic down the line wide on the forehand. One saved. All right. 15-40. Serve to the forehand. Djokovic goes in the net. 30-40. Still break point for Djokovic. As Machac with a good serve, and we get the deuce. As that goes wide by Day, and it's love 15. Also, Hashanov's got a match point. Diallo's up a break in the second against Rublev. And Fonseca saved the match point. All right, deuce as Djokovic hits a return out. Advantage Machac to take the first set. Swiatek comes in with a forehand straight to Day. Day in the net, love 30. All right, return goes to forehand of Machac. Forehand from Djokovic. Into the forehand of Machac as Djokovic slice. Machac forehand. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac drop shot. Djokovic gets it. Machac pass. Djokovic volley. Machac backhand. Oh, it's in the net. He could have gone line, and that would have been a winner. But instead he went cross court and he missed it. And we get back to deuce. He had a chance there, Machac. Yeah, he goes down the line. If he goes up the line, it's a winner. All right, return is out by Djokovic, and it's set point number 2 for Machac. Swiatek's got break points. 15-40. As the return goes to forehand of Machac. Slice from Djokovic. Machac backhand. Into the slice of Djokovic. Down the line of the forehand of Machac. Djokovic backhand down. The line is wide! Machac takes the first set 6-4. Okay. As Swiatek gets back one of the breaks. And it's 5-3. Day. Pardon me. Okay, first set goes to Machac. Machac 8.3 performance rating to an 8.0 for Djokovic. So Machac, very, very solid. Like I said, backhand at an 8.2 was better than Djokovic's at a 7.3. 8.0 on the serve for Djokovic, 6.9 on the returns, and an 8.4 on the forehand. Djokovic. I mean, Djokovic led almost every other stat except for that backhand and break points converted, because Djokovic had only converted 1 of 8, and Machac converted 2 of 2. So that was a big difference too. Djokovic not serving badly. A couple of double faults, but overall, serving very well on the first serve. Second serve is definitely a problem, but 80% first serve, 75% of winning the first serve. I mean, that's very good. He just didn't convert the break points, Djokovic. And that was a big difference. Okay. Swiatek gets 1 break back. It's 5-3. Fonseca wins the second. Let's go. Let's go. That court's going crazy. Court 3 might be the best place to be at Indian Wells the last couple of days. Court 3's been crazy. All right. Penko wins. Nice. All right. 30-15 Swiatek. Swiatek double faults. 30-0. 30-0. 4 double faults in this set for Swiatek. All right, nice serve from Swiatek, 40-30. Also, Djokovic hits a forehand winner cross court, 15-0. Djokovic is starting to get a little bit annoyed. Ooh. Djokovic just slamming the ball into the ground. He's getting a little annoyed, Nole, out there. Swiatek holds 5-4. Day is going to try and serve for the set again. But Djokovic is getting a little bit agitated. Serving in the backhand is a let. All right, Djokovic 30-15. All right, good serve from Nole again, 40-15. Djokovic to take the first game of the second. Rublev got broken, beat his hand up, and then got a medical timeout. Did he really? Yeah, that's brutal. All right. Djokovic with another double fault. 40-30. First serve of the fault, second serve. All right, as Swiatek hits it in on the backhand, it's love 15. All right, 40-30 here. Djokovic, first game of the second. Machac won the first. There's a forehand from Djokovic again. The forehand of Machac. Down the line of the backhand of Djokovic. Machac backhand is good. Djokovic slice cross-court forehands. Very nice. Now Machac gets it. Djokovic goes down the line. Machac backhand. Djokovic back in the rally with a forehand winner. Great rally, Nole. 1-love. Great point by Djokovic. And he gets the first game of the second. All right, 15-all here. Swiatek returned the backhand of Day. Swiatek forehand into the forehand of Day. To the forehand of Swiatek. Day with a backhand into the net. 15-30. Swiatek trying to get back on serve. Doesn't want to play 3. $15.30. As Day serves again. As the return goes into the forehand of Day. Swiatek forehand to the backhand of Day. Again, the forehand of Swiatek. Day backhand on the stretch. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Day with a slice. To the backhand of Swiatek. Into the forehand of Day. Swiatek goes again to the backhand of Day. Forehand now from Day into that Swiatek forehand. And then Day goes with the backhand long, and it's 15.40. Swiatek to get back on serve here. Hey, Horror Critic, thank you for the 33 months. Appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. All right, 15.40. Swiatek to get back on serve. She was down 5-1. She was down 1-5. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand. Swiatek backing it from Day. Goes short. And then Swiatek forehand winner. We're back on serve. 5-5. 5-5. Swiatek does not want to play more. Okay. Fonseca breaks 1-love in the third. Let's go. Let's go. Djokovic, 15.40. Chance to get the break in this second set. All right, Swiatek serving. 5-5. As Machac misses. Djokovic breaks. 2-love. 2-love in the second. And Swiatek forehand into the forehand of Day. Backhand now Swiatek to the backhand of the forehand of Day. Into the forehand Swiatek. Day backhand. Into that Swiatek forehand again to the backhand of Day. Swiatek backhand cross court. Day with the forehand into the forehand Swiatek. Day forehand again. Swiatek goes deep into the backhand of Day. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. Day backhand down the line. Swiatek with a backhand cross court into that Day forehand. And Swiatek backhand again. Cross court. And a winner, 15-love. Beautiful hitting by Swiatek now. Now Djokovic to the break in the second. 2-love. And then he hits the forehand in the net. Love 15. I see from the comments that the Fonseca fad is still going. I'm sorry, did you say something? 15-love Swiatek. As a return from Day's a winner. Nice. 15-0. All right, Djokovic, love 30. Love 30. Swiatek serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Day. Backhand of Swiatek into the front of Day. Into the front of Swiatek. Crossed into the backhand of Day. Swiatek backhand. Into that Day forehand. As Swiatek goes cross-court with the forehand. Into the slice of Day. Day in the net. And it's 30-15. As Machac goes into the front of Djokovic. He goes down the line. Great shot. Machac in the net with the slice. And it's 15-30. 15-30. Swiatek says a fault. Second serve. As return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand now from Day. Into the back of Swiatek. Day with the forehand of the stretch goes wide. And it's 40-15. Swiatek to get the lead. She was down 1-5. 40-15. Also, Djokovic down break points, 15-40. Serving to the forehand of Day. Return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Day with the forehand. And goes long. Swiatek leads, 6-5. All right. 6-5 Swiatek. She's won 5 games in a row. Also, Machac still with a break point, 30-40. All right, 30-40. So Rinderknecht, Nesh, and Alcaraz could have a rematch, apparently. Because Rinderknecht, Nesh got through in... got a walkover. Interesting. Anyways, Djokovic gets the deuce. Trying to keep this break. All right. For deuce. As we just serve now from Djokovic. Into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic forehand to the backhand of Machac. Sliced. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Machac backhand is wide. Advantage Djokovic to go to 3-love. And Swiatek is trying to get out of this match in straight sets. All right, 15-love Day. As a return from Swiatek into the forehand of Day. Swiatek pass. Day with a volley. Swiatek comes in, puts it long. Ooh. 30-love. As Djokovic backhand down the line. Machac gets it with a slice. Djokovic with a forehand into the forehand of Machac to the slice of Djokovic. Machac wins the point, though. Nole hits it long. And we get back to deuce. As Swiatek gets a return wide. 40-love. Cam, what do you think of the duo Swiatek-Ruud? I love them playing at the US Open in September and a few days ago. Yeah, I'm a fan too. I think they're great. In terms of like doubles quality. I mean, they're not doubles players, but I like them as a team. They're fun. Lob goes up. Day with a smash. Swiatek with a slice. Day with a volley in the net. 40-15. Yeah, I think they're fun. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed watching them a couple of days ago, and I enjoyed them at the US Open as well. As Djokovic hits a volley down the line for a winner. Beautiful shot. And it's advantage Djokovic. They have good chemistry. Oh, for sure. As Day holds, and it's 6-6. Here we go. Swiatek, Day are going to a tiebreak in the second. Remember, Day was up 5-1. All right, Djokovic talking to the umpire about something. Advantage Nole. Djokovic serves the fault, take a serve. Who's winning this tiebreak? Who you got winning the tiebreak? 7-1 Swiatek, you reckon? Okay. And Swiatek wins the first point. 1-love. All right. Deuce again as Djokovic can't seem to break. Can't seem to consolidate at the break. As it'll find out from Swiatek down the line of the forehand of Day. She goes back up the line to the forehand of Swiatek. Day forehand, backhand cross court now as Swiatek forehand goes in the forehand of Day. Again, the forehand of Swiatek. Day with a slice goes long and it's 2-love Swiatek. A lot of people going with Swiatek winning this tiebreak. Oh, Day 7-5. Okay. All right, 2-love Swiatek. All right, and Machac hits in the net. Djokovic 3-love in the second. All right, 2-love Swiatek in the tiebreak. Return goes in the backhand of Day. Swiatek backhand the forehand of Day. Into the forehand Swiatek. Day with a backhand into that Swiatek backhand, and Swiatek puts it away. 3-love Swiatek. Cam, just want to say, I've been watching you for 4 years now. By far my favorite tennis creator. Hey, thank you, Barry. Appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. Swiatek hit 30 winners, by the way. Also, I think something's happened to the crowd. There's like 4 people in... Or maybe they were just supporters. Huh. Maybe nothing's happened. Okay. All right, Swiatek 3-love. As we're forehand now to the backhand of Day. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Day with the backhand of Swiatek. Swiatek hits it in. Day gets it back. And then Swiatek smacks a winner down the line. 4-love. Oh, no. Not a bagel tiebreak, right? This can't happen, can it? 4-love. Love Swiatek. And she serves a fault. The second serve. I changed my mind. Swiatek 7-2. No, it's too late. You can't change your mind. It's too late. You have to do it before the first point. That's the rules. I didn't make the rules. They're the rules. All right. Swiatek gets a backhand winner. 5-love. 5-0 in the tiebreak. As Swiatek hits a return long, and they change ends. 5-1, Swiatek. Yeah, Fonseca's up 3-1 in the third. Kruger and Samsonova are one set all. Navarro and Cartel are one set all. Rublev is a set and 5-4 up. 5-1, Swiatek. Day serves. Into the forehand, Swiatek return the forehand of Day. Backhand at Swiatek goes long. And it's 5-2 Swiatek. She's going to serve for this match. And play Sakkari on Monday. Probably Monday night, right? Swiatek serves. Serve is a fault. Djokovic, by the way, has got to break 3-love in the second. We'll get to his match once. We'll focus on his match solely once Swiatek's match ends. Djokovic with a lovely volley winner, 30-all. Has a bit of serve into the forehand of Day. Return goes wide. Swiatek's got 4 match points. To play Maria Sakkari again. A rematch of what happened in Doha. 6-2 Swiatek. Swiatek serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Day. Day goes wide. Swiatek gets the win. And she fights hard in the second to get it. But she is into the third round. She'll play Maria Sakkari in a couple of days, which is going to be that rematch that from Doha. But Swiatek gets it done in straight sets. Love and 6. All right. As Djokovic gets the double... No. Yes, he does. He gets the double break. 4-love. 4-0. No. All right. We're going to merge the streams to make it easy for everybody. But Swiatek gets it done. Avoids the third set. And is into the third round. She'll play Maria Sakkari. And we're definitely going to watch that in a couple of days' time. You know that. But yeah, good fight back. From like 1-5 down in the second. So, gets it done. And she is going to play Sakkari again. Let's see if she can get some revenge in a couple of days. Come over and watch Djokovic. He's winning now. All right. 4-love. We got Alcaraz after this. And then we've got... Then we've got some doubles as well. And then, like I said, it's kind of open. I'm not sure what... I'm not sure how things are going to go. Or what things are going to... What's going to happen. Fonseca's got a double break now into the third. I love that for Fons. He saved 2 match points as well. And now he's up 4-1 in the third. Classic Fonseca. All right. As Djokovic hits a winner, love 15. Oh, I want to take a check. All right. Djokovic 30-15. And an ace down the tee. 40-15. And Djokovic is stretching out his right arm and shaking out his arm, just stretching it out. Hasn't played since the Australian Open final, so maybe feeling a little bit sore, a little tightness. All right, as Djokovic goes down the line with the backhand winner, 5-love for Novak Djokovic. All right, 5-0. Djokovic in control. All right, I think the last few crazy days has caught up with Khachanov, but Fonzie also raised his level. And the Brazilians are loving it. Yeah, I'm sure it's like crazy out on those courts. Also, in other matches, we've got Kruger and Samsonova into a third. Navarro and Cartel 4-all in the third of their match. Diallo's trying to make it to a second set tiebreak. Vachereau won the first set against Borges, 7-5. Andreeva's coming up soon. We've got Alcaraz after this. Demonor Korda, also Hijikata Dideri coming up soon. You've got Pagula playing tonight. Svitolina's playing tonight. So yeah. Nole got hungry, wants a bagel or a breadstick. Yeah, I'm going to have a bagel after this. I need a bagel. I'm starving. I am starving. So that's going to be what I do after this match. I'm going to eat, and then we're going to watch Alcaraz. All right. So much going on. All right, Machac serving to stay in the set. As Djokovic hits in the net, 15-love. Burrito. No, I'm getting a bagel. I forgot that I bought bagels from the other day. Also, the Rockies won today. Did they win today? Or yesterday? Yay. Go Rockies. Oh, we're playing the Dodgers today. Ooh. Playing the Dodgers. Shit. Nope, Khachanov got a break back. All right, 15-0. Preseason. We'll take any win we can get. All right, 15-0. As Machac comes to the net, puts it away, 30-15. By the way, just to give you a little bit of an insight on what's going on here. So, Djokovic is an 8.56 performance rating, 8.9 on the forehand side. He has lost... How many points has he lost on serve here? Wait, hang on. So, Djokovic has lost no points on his first serve. He's lost a few points on his second serve. Machac, by the way, has completely fallen off. He's only hit one winner, and he's hit 10 errors. So Machac in this second set has completely dropped the level. First set, he was at an 8.31. Second set, 6.6. So, yeah, completely fallen back the level. His forehand is completely useless. 5.0. That's a tough rating. Anything below a 6 is tough. Even below a 6.5, to be honest. All right, Djokovic. He has got a set point with a return winner, 30-40, to take the second set. As Machac serves the forehand, Djokovic, return goes wide, and Machac survives. We get the deuce. Machac serves again. As the return goes into the back of Machac, Machac puts it away. And it's advantage Machac to avoid a bagel. Force Djokovic to serve for the match. Sorry, for the set. We're not there yet. Navarro, by the way, serving for the match. Against Cartel. Serving the backhand of Djokovic, but it's a let. As the return from Djokovic goes to the backhand of Machac. Djokovic backhand the forehand of Machac. Crossed into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac backhand into the backhand of Djokovic as Machac goes into the net with the backhand, and we get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. As Machac comes to net, puts it away. Advantage Machac. To take the game. Serve is too good. Djokovic hits it into the umpire's chair. Accidentally. And it's 5-1 Djokovic in the second set. Eala and Jovic's doubles match is probably coming up in about 3 hours. I would guess probably about 3 hours. All right, so Rublev's going 3. Because yeah, there's still a match. There's still a match after the Rublev match before the Eala match. So yeah, there's potentially 4 more sets before Eala's doubles. So all right, 15 love. Djokovic serving for the second. All right, as Machac wins the point 15-0. All right, nice serving from Nole, 30-15. All right, second serve. Into the back end of Machac. Return goes out. 40-15. Djokovic to take the second. As Djokovic shows a fault. Second serve. As Djokovic double faults and just grabs like around his elbow. So maybe that compression sleeve isn't just for show. Maybe it's not just a sponsor. Maybe he actually needs it. Because he keeps, he's just kind of like grabbing his like forearm and like near the elbow. 40-30. Serving the forehand to Machac. Return the forehand to Djokovic. Machac backhand pass. Djokovic volley. Goes long. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. We're watching Pegula Vekic later. I'm not sure yet. All right, forehand to forehand rally. Djokovic has had a couple of set points, but he hits that out. Machac has a chance to get one of the breaks back. Yeah, like I said earlier, tomorrow is going to be crazy. Like, we're going to be streaming like multiple matches from the start to the finish. It's going to just be a hectic day. And yesterday was actually pretty hectic. I think it was almost a 12-hour day. So I don't want to push today if I don't have to. We'll see. I won't say no, but I'm not planning on it because I want to try and sort stuff out for tomorrow. Because tomorrow's gonna be nuts, especially when the schedule comes out tomorrow. For tomorrow, then I'll make a decision if we watch anything else today. We're watching Alcaraz, so as we're backhand out of the backhand of Djokovic. Into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic backhand to the backhand of Machac. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac forehand down the middle. Djokovic backhand again to the forehand of Machac. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac slice. Djokovic gets with the forehand down the line. And he hits the winner. All right, back to deuce. Schedule should be coming out after this match, I think. Usually. All right, Djokovic too strong, and he gets another set point advantage. Advantage Djokovic. The take us to a third. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes back into Djokovic. Back in now from Machac. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac forehand to the Djokovic backhand. Is Machac again to the backhand of Djokovic. Djokovic is it out though, and back to deuce. All right. As Djokovic hits a winner. There's advantage Djokovic. As Djokovic serves a fault second serve. And Majchrzak in the net. Djokovic takes us to a third. Fonzie wins. What a victory. What a win! Let's go! Let's go. What a win for Fonseca. We love that. All right. Djokovic, 8.5 performance rating to a 7.1 for Machac. He turned everything around. Okay. Nice work by Nole. 13 winners, 8 errors. Machac with the 4 winners, but like double-digit errors. Not good. But we're going 3. We are going 3. Leon.
Fonzie one HR needed that for his confidence.
That's a huge win for his confidence for sure. Yeah, now he takes on Tommy Paul. Oh, God, that's a good... We have to watch that. I just want the schedule to... Like, the biggest thing about today, right? Because I know somebody said, oh, have you ever done a preview and never watched the match for the preview? I'm like, yeah, well, yeah. I've done previews for matches we haven't watched. But that I wanted to watch that match. I wanted to watch that match because I just had a feeling, but then the schedule screwed us up, and obviously we watched Swiatek, we watched Djokovic. They should have put that on tonight for us. We would have been able to watch it, but the schedule just didn't wasn't our friend today. But because I wanted to watch it. It was supposed to be yesterday, but because Hashanov got here late, they pushed it back a day. Fonzie's going to play tomorrow, though, so I don't know if we're going to watch him then either, because tomorrow's crazy. But they're probably going to play... He's going to play Paul... I'm going to guess he will play Paul final match tomorrow. Like the last match tomorrow, they'll give Fonseca the most amount of time to get ready, and he'll play... Fonseca will play against Paul like final match on center court or something late. I'm guessing it'll be like the last match of the night because they want to give him the most, especially after today's match, right? We might get to watch it then because if it goes late, we might be able to watch it. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we get to watch him. Great win for Fonseca. All right, 30-all. As Machac serves again. Return goes in the forehand of Machac. Forehand from Djokovic, 30-all. Chance for Djokovic to get an early break here. As Djokovic forehand into the forehand of Machac to the backhand of Djokovic. Machac forehand again to the forehand of Djokovic. Machac goes again. The forehand of Djokovic. Into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic again to the forehand of Machac as Djokovic goes to the forehand. Just cross court again. But he's going cross court forehands at the moment. As Djokovic now gets his backhand, slices it into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic backhand again. Sliced into the backhand of Machac to the slice of Djokovic. Machac, forehand slice. Down the line from Djokovic is good. Machac gets it. Djokovic slice again as Machac with a forehand cross court into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac goes with the forehand down the line. Djokovic gets there with the backhand to the backhand of Machac. Slice from Djokovic is Machac. Backhand again to the slice of Djokovic into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic. Forehand again to that Machac forehand as Djokovic forehand in the net. Oh, and Nole slips over. That was a what? That was a weird fall by Djokovic. He like face planted and throws the racket to the side as he falls. That was such a weird 40-shot rally, by the way. 40 shots. And then Nole, he didn't even slip over. He collapsed. He just collapsed. Like he didn't even slip. He just went, no, I'm over. I'm going to fall asleep. Like 40 shots, that was intense. That way, he didn't even slip. He just threw his racket and fell on the ground. That was a wild way to finish that point. Anyway, 40-30. Djokovic with a slice. As we get a backhand out from Machac into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac again to the forehand of Djokovic. To the backhand slice of Machac. Djokovic forehand. Into the Machac forehand as Djokovic goes down the line of the backhand of Machac. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Cross-court backhands. As Djokovic tries to hit one down the line, he missed, and Djokovic, hands on knees, is stuffed. 1-love Machac. And Djokovic, those last 2 points took a lot out of him. Okay. All right. Djokovic to serve. That was a strange fall. Yeah. It wasn't. At first it looked like he slipped over, but he literally just felt like he just collapsed. He played a long rally and he's just like, ugh. And he just fell to the ground. Okay. Machac 1-love third set. All right. All right, love 15 as Djokovic misses that one. All right, Djokovic, good serve, 15-0. As the return goes out by Machac, 30-15. Djokovic serves again. Remember, he has had some strange losses here, Djokovic, over the years. This has not been his favorite event and his most successful event. All right, there's a bit of forehand from Machac into the backhand of Djokovic. Machac forehand is long, and it's 40-15. All right, as that goes to the net by Djokovic, second serve. As Djokovic too good. And he levels in the final set, 1-1. Well, Diallo's up a break against Rublev. By the way, all the matches that everybody's like, hey, this match looks good, this match looks good, they've all coming good. Like, all the matches that all of you have been like, oh, that could be a good match. Yeah, they've all been great. It's awesome. We haven't watched any of them, but this doesn't mean they're not great. I mean, a lot of bangers so far. All right, first serve's a fault by Machac, second serve. We got Alcaraz versus Dimitrov straight after this. There's a forehand from Machac into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac can't get that one. No way, too good. Love 15. So Diallo up a break against Rublev. Also, Vachereau Ruud are going to play each other in the third round. Navarro served for the match and now is down in a tiebreak against Cartel. Andreeva starting up. Kruger's up a break against Samsonova in the final set of her match. A lot of three-setters going on at the moment. All right, love 15. Machac serves. The backhand of Djokovic. Backhand of Machac to the backhand of Djokovic. Into the backhand of Machac. Down the line of the forehand of Djokovic. And Djokovic hits it long. And it's 15-all. Yeah, Fonseca Hashnov was a banger, yeah. Love that for Fonz. So happy for him to get that win. In that way. Like, that's so good. All right, return goes into the backhand of Machac. Backhand of Djokovic to the backhand of Machac. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Machac again to the backhand of Djokovic. As Machac runs around his backhand to the forehand. As now Djokovic backhand into the backhand of Machac. Now Djokovic goes with a forehand to the forehand of Machac. As they go down the line, Machac and Djokovic in the net. 30-15. Anticlimactic finish to that game. To that point. Fritz is going to play like 11 p.m. at this rate. Now Alcaraz doesn't fluff around, so he's probably just going to like, if he's going to win, Alcaraz is going to win. You know, he's going to just rip through. 30-15. As Machac 40-15. Great serve. 40-15. All right, 40-15. As Machac 40-30. All right. As that goes the net by Machac, and we get the deuce. As the backhand from Djokovic goes in the backhand of Machac, down the line of the forehand of Djokovic. Machac wins a point, though. Djokovic overhits it. All right. Advantage Machac. Serving to the backhand of Djokovic. Return goes long. All right, 2-1 Machac in the third. Cartel's got 5 match points. I remember you saying Rublev was unlucky being in an era of Zverev and Medvedev and could compete with Alcaraz and Sinner, but he can't even beat the 34 ranked player in the world. Well, look, I'll say this to you, brother, that you can say that about a lot of players. You can point out one match in a history of matches for a lot of people and be like, well, what you said is wrong because on this one match that's happened once. So because he's losing to Diallo, then everything else is irrelevant. Is that, like, what do you mean? Come on now. I stand by it. I think Rublev would have been better off if he was like 20 years old right now, because he's that generation of player play like him. I think if he was 20 years old, Rublev would have be much more competitive against this generation if he was starting it at the same time as all of them. I stand by that. Even if he is losing today. All right. Machac 2-1. The travel experience Khachanov and Rublev went through might be rough on them. Yeah, and Medvedev tonight. I mean, Medvedev's got to play tonight. So, yeah. Maybe we're underestimating how stressful that situation was to go through and to, that whole deal. I mean, that was a big deal. Also, I think they've got to play tomorrow. So maybe once they're up a set, they might be thinking about tomorrow, and then they've got to play 2 matches in a row, which is, I think they're the only players that have to do that. So yeah, maybe we're not. We should be a little bit more talking about that a little bit more, especially if Medvedev goes down tonight. We're going to be like, well, those 3 guys, we know why they lost, right? There's got to be a factor, right? It can't be a coincidence. All right. Machac wins the first point of this game. Love 15. Schedule came out. Oh, God. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Djokovic just threw up at the back of the court, apparently, after a 4-3 shot rally. Damn. As Djokovic makes another error. Oh, no, sorry. Machac makes an error. 15 all. All right, what are we doing tomorrow? Gauff Eala at night. Surprise. Not really. All right, how's my life? How's my life? Oh, tomorrow not that bad. Wait, hang on. So, okay. Oh, Fonseca pole tomorrow. Yes! Yes! Yes, schedule. Yes! The day schedule kind of sucks. Not going to lie. Day schedule. Oh, actually, hang on. What? Are we missing matches? What are we missing tomorrow? Why is there not that much tennis? Wait, hang on. What? I thought tomorrow was going to be crazy. I mean, it kind of is, but maybe I overestimate. Maybe I'm getting a little too... Maybe I'm giving too many matches credit for being great. And then I'm looking at the schedule going, oh, actually, no. Anyways, Machac, 30 all. So Sabalenka Christian, first match of the day. Shelton Tien, Sinner Shapo. Okay, Anisimova Raducanu at the same time as Sinner Shapo. That's unfortunate. Osorio Osaka also around the same time. And then the night session, we've got nothing to worry about. Night session, we're clear. Gauff Eala, first match of the night, followed by Paul versus Fonseca. We're watching Fons. We're watching Fons tomorrow. I love that. Tomorrow night session is awesome. And then Zverev Nakashima, Osorio Osaka. I don't know if we can watch that match because I can't even speak that match. And then Raducanu and Anisimova is a must-win, a must-watch. Shapo Sinner and Tien Shelton, maybe. We'll watch Tien Shelton, maybe. I don't know. We'll suss it out. So I think Sabalenka. I don't think we'll watch Zverev Nakashima. Maybe we'll. I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, 40-30. Yeah, so tomorrow, day session's a little bit crowded, but the night session is clear. And then on Boko versus Kalinskaya tomorrow night. Okay. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be fun. It's not. I thought it was a little bit more hectic, but that's good. I'm glad that it's not as hectic as I had imagined. 2-0. It's a great lineup, yeah. Tomorrow night's is like center court is crazy. If you've got center court ticket tomorrow or Stadium 1 ticket tomorrow night, banger. Like you're going to get Americans, but also Fonseca and Eala who are going to bring crowds. It's going to be a great, crazy atmosphere. Rublev is a big scammer, bro. You're a big crybaby, bro. It's not his fault you're losing money on betting. It's not his fault. You blame yourself. You look yourself in the mirror and go, I fucked up. All right? Don't blame Rublev. All right, nice volley from Majchrzak. 15-0. Why do they keep delaying the Alcaraz game? I'm new. Yeah, so the reason why is because... Alcaraz will play straight after this. So because this match is taking a little bit longer, everything else is getting pushed back. Same with Rebecca, because the Rebecca match was long as well. So it's because of the tennis doesn't start on time. If you're new to tennis, remember that. Tennis usually doesn't start when it's supposed to, because matches don't go not straightforward. Oh, great passing shot from Majchrzak, 30-15. Why didn't Swiatek get caught one today? Yeah, I think it was because she probably didn't want to play first thing in the morning where Raducanu played. I would have thought if Swiatek was going to play on center court, she would have played first thing. And I don't think she wanted to play first thing, so she played... that's my guess. I think Swiatek probably didn't want to play 11 a.m. in the morning. She wanted to play second or third, and they said, we can play on court 2. And she went, okay, I'll play there. That makes sense to me. She probably just wanted to play... She wanted to play first thing in the morning. All right, 4-4 rally. 15-30 here. Djokovic trying to get the break in the third as we get a slice from Djokovic in the forehand of Majchrzak. Forehand from Djokovic to the forehand of Majchrzak as Djokovic forehand to the backhand of Majchrzak. As Djokovic forehand again to the backhand of Majchrzak, and then Djokovic backhand cross-court winner. 15-40. But yeah, he's going to come on straight after this. Alcaraz will come on straight after this. All right, 15-40. All right, as Majchrzak comes to net and saves 1, 30-40. 30-40. Break point again for Djokovic. Serve to the forehand of Djokovic. Backhand from Machac to the backhand of Djokovic. Machac into the slice of Djokovic. Machac with a volley winner, and he gets the deuce. All right. He survives. Also, Korda versus Demon was about to start. Oh, Fernandez, Siniakova is about to start as well. So Cartel and Kruger both got their win. And Rublev's down 4-1 in the third. All right, deuce. As Djokovic with a good return. That's advantage Djokovic to get the break. Djokovic slice into the backhand of Machac. Forehand from Djokovic. To the forehand of Machac. Djokovic again to the forehand of Machac. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Machac. Backhand goes wide. Djokovic breaks. Throws his fist. All right. 3-2 Djokovic. Final set. All right. By the way, thank you, Vic, for the $1. Appreciate that. All right. Djokovic takes the lead. Apparently, he's not feeling well after these some of these long exchanges. Now, let me have a look at what's going on with... So Djokovic up to an 8.16 in the performance rating. Machac's down to a 7.5. Djokovic is getting... his forehand has been elite all day. But his backhand's gotten better. Machac's backhand is still better than Djokovic's today, but Djokovic is slowly closing that gap. Final set for Djokovic. He's at 5 winners, 4 errors. Machac with the 6 forehand errors in this set. 6 winners, 9 errors from Machac. 19 forehand errors from Machac. That's been the big issue since the first set. Machac's forehand has just disappeared. And Djokovic is now up a break in the third. And Alcaraz is going to be playing straight after this, so stay tuned. Andreeva's already up 3 love. That was like 2 seconds. All right, forehand into the backhand of Djokovic. Into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic. Backhand to the backhand of Machac. Into the Djokovic forehand. Machac goes again to the Djokovic forehand. Nole goes down the line. Machac tries to go back up the line, but he missed. Whew, 15 love. Whew, 15 love. As the return goes into the backhand of Djokovic. Machac pass. Ooh, down the line, backhand wide. It's 30 love. And Djokovic making all kinds of noise, and all the crowd's getting involved. All right, return goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Slice from Machac to the slice of Djokovic. Djokovic in the net, though. All right. 30-15. And we got a fault second serve. As the return goes back into Djokovic, back into Machac. As Djokovic backhand down the line, too good. (40-15). As the return goes into the backhand of Djokovic, backhand from Machac. Into the backhand of Djokovic as Machac slice in the net. Djokovic 4-2 final set. Rublev in trouble in the third, yeah. Yeah, he's down 4-2. Rublev is unbelievable. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's not having a good day today, but yeah, he's pretty good to watch. Pretty fun. All right, 4-2 Djokovic. As the return goes in the forehand of Machac. 4-2 Djokovic final set. As a 4-4 rally. Djokovic backhand drop shot goes wide. 15-love. (15-love). As return goes the forehand of Djokovic, backhand slice from Machac is out. 15-all. There's a bit of fault from Machac, second serve. As the backhand goes into the forehand of Djokovic, backhand from Machac into the forehand of Djokovic, crossed into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic with a drop shot. Machac gets it off the tape, but it doesn't go over. 15-30. Cam, if you had a fifth Grand Slam, where would it be? Would it be at a 1,000 venue or city, or a completely new location? Good question. 15-30. Let me think. 15-30. I've got answers, but let me think. 15-30. First serve is a fault, second serve. I think there's one obvious answer in my that I can see. Another one in New York. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, let's have two US Opens at the same venue. One, like we'll put it in March. US Open March, US Open August. US Open 1 and 2. There's a 4-out from Machac, but no, Djokovic hit it wide 30-all. So, for me, logistically, it would make sense to put a Grand Slam, a fifth Grand Slam would be in March or October. So you either upgrade Indian Wells or somewhere in Asia. And I think because America already have the US Open, Asia seems like a better idea. Like having Shanghai or Tokyo be upgraded, or Beijing, having one of those tournaments being a Grand Slam would make more sense if Asia had a Grand Slam. Asia has been in tennis. I mean, Tokyo, for example, has been a tournament since the 70s. Like, the Asian swing might have been a relatively new concept, but overall, tennis in Asia has been a thing for a long time. So I feel like if it was going to be anywhere, it'd probably be in Asia. Why not South America, Brazil? Hey, look, that's another great option. What about another one? Yeah, what about that? As Machac hits a drop shot winner and it's deuce. Look, the only reason I'm pushing more towards Asia is because 2 clay court Grand Slams, maybe not a bad idea, but I think being hard courts and sort of like, what are you going to put, the Australian Open and then play a clay court a Grand Slam in South America and then go to Indian Wells? Like, where would it work? How would you? I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I think South America getting a Grand Slam would be epic. And then you could build a whole, South American tour around, season, right? Around that. But I just don't know how it would work. Like, would you go, where would it go in the tour? Like, where would you put it? As that goes in by Machac, we're back to deuce. Whereas it feels so much easier to just go, well, you just upgrade Indian Wells. And it doesn't move. Just keep it where it is. And maybe Miami gets put before it or whatever, but like Indian Wells, just upgrade it. Same with like Shanghai, right? Or wherever in Asia, you could just go, oh, well, the Asian swing's kind of on its own, so you could just upgrade a tournament over there and it wouldn't really, you wouldn't have to change things. Because it's not just as easy as, if we're going to talk about it realistically, you can't just go, well, Rio could be a Grand Slam. Okay, end of story. But it's like, well, how would that be you gotta, if we're going to have a serious talk about it, we've got to make it, we got to talk about it a little bit more serious, right? By the way, there was a possibility that Asia were going to get a Grand Slam, and that was called the Australian Open. There was apparently in 2017 or 2016, there was an opportunity for Sydney or somewhere in Asia to take the Australian Open. So there was a possibility that Melbourne was not going to be the host, which would have been very interesting, but also very sad because I'm from Melbourne. All right, Djokovic laughing it up with the crowd. We're at deuce. Let's get back to this match. It's a good topic though. I like that. If there was going to be a fifth slam, where would it be? It is a very interesting. There's not going to be, and there shouldn't be. As that goes wide from Djokovic, advantage Machac. I also think what makes a Grand Slam special is not just 5 sets, but also the history. So I feel like a tournament, if it's going to get upgraded, it needs to have history. And Tokyo has that. Indian Wells has that. They have history. So, yeah. Anyways, Machac hits it wide. Back to deuce. All right. There's been a fault from Machac, second serve. Yeah, it's already, the tennis schedule is already stacked. They never make a fifth Grand Slam, but as a hypothetical, if they were ever going to do it, that's a good question. It's an interesting topic. As with a forehand out of the backhand of Machac. Machac inside out winner. Nice. Backhand winner, and it's Advantage Machac. I don't know what the fuck is going on outside, but I can just hear constant. So for the last 3 hours, I can just hear constant banging, like someone's building a house on a Sunday morning, which I think is illegal. I can just hear somebody just construction. What the hell is going on outside? As Djokovic hits a return winner, we're back to deuce. Like in the distance, I can just hear construction noises, like trucks and demolition. Like, what the hell is going on? It's Sunday. Shut up. As I scream at the top of my lungs. All right, deuce. Oh, Mia, you stay here. Mia's just all right, I'll leave. Advantage Djokovic for the double break and to serve the match. I can just hear it's just that in the distance. I can just hear in the distance, I'm like, what the hell is that banging noise? It's Sunday. Backhand rally. As it a forehand now from Djokovic. Into the forehand of Machac. Djokovic forehand again. The forehand of Machac. As Djokovic forehand again. Into the Machac forehand. Djokovic now with the backhand cross court. Machac. Down the line. Good shot. Djokovic gets it. Machac. Forehand drop shot. Goes wide. Nole 5-2. And he shakes the fist and smiles to the crowd. All right. 5-2. Djokovic is going to serve this match. Being physical for Djokovic. Yeah, well, at first I thought it was something banging on the wall. And I was like, maybe there's wind and it's windy outside. But no, it's just some, Sunday construction. That's normal. What the fuck is going on out here? What's all that racket? All right. 5-2. Djokovic serving the match. We've got Alcaraz coming on after this. All right. Here we go. Djokovic to serve for the match. Someone's shouting, "We're going 3 next door." That's funny. Do you think they could take ATP finals to clay or grass sometime? Nah. See, the thing with the ATP finals is that it has to be on a neutral ground, right? Because the way that the ATP finals is, what is the ATP finals, right? It's the best 8 players of the year. And that doesn't discriminate, it's if you win Roland Garros, you win the clay tournament and you don't win anything else, you can still play. So they can't have it on a clay court, because then if you do the same at Wimbledon, or if you do the same on a fast court, then the clay's it favors too many players, right? It favors, though it doesn't favor, it's not neutral, right? You got to have a neutral ground. A neutral ground is a hard court. So if you win Wimbledon, and if you win the French, you can still be competitive in those tournaments, right? Does that make sense? They can't change you won't be able to have a clay court ATP finals. That just wouldn't be fair. It has to be a neutral middle ground for the best of the best. Otherwise, you're going to give favor, other. And yeah, I know it does favor Sinner now. I get it, but hard courts is supposed to be the middle, right? Grass is fast, clay is slow, hard courts are the middle. Now, yes, okay, Cincinnati's fast. All right, yeah, but again, It's supposed to be on a neutral court. As Djokovic 30-15, and he nods in approval, whatever. I'm making up words, all right? There's no rules anymore. 15. 30-15, great shot, Djokovic. Post-puke Nole is fire, by the way. Just so you know. Post-puke Nole is a thing. We're making it a thing now. As a backhand rally, goes down the line now from Machac into the forehand of Djokovic. He rips a winner. And it's match points, Nole. 40-15. Djokovic to take his spot in the third round. As he serves a fault second serve. Serving the back into Machac. Slice from Djokovic. Machac pass. Djokovic with a half volley. Machac backhand. Djokovic volleys. Open court. Machac can't get it. Djokovic wins. And he throws his hat to the side. He's like... He's giving Machac some credit. He's like, you pushed me, mate. You pushed me. Good match. I tell you, Machac played a great first set. He was playing some great tennis, and Djokovic had to work for that. And he looks relieved. He knows he hasn't won a match here since like 2019. He knows. Even longer as he plays the violin. He hasn't won a match here since like 2018. I mean, it's been a long, long time. He is finally into the third round at Indian Wells. And he's won 5 of these. It's not like it's his worst tournament. He's just not played here well. Lately, he's not played well. I lied. It was 2 years ago. He won a match 2 years ago. All right, he beat... All right, fuck. All right, jeez. All right, so he beat Vukic. All right, I forgot that because he beat an Australian. And whenever someone beats an Australian, I don't want to remember it. Stop reminding me. Alcaraz is going to play next. He's not playing an Australian. He's playing Dimitrov. So I'm going to send you over there. I'm getting hungry. I need to eat something. I'm hungry, chat. All right. I need to eat something. I'm hungry. Let me eat. I need to eat a bagel, and then we'll come back and we'll do it again. And everybody will be a little bit more calm, and everybody will be peaceful. Don't remind me about Australians. Jump over there, and we'll watch Alcaraz. Hopefully, Dimitrov can put up a fight. Hopefully, Dimi can put up a fight because they did play last year, and it was pretty one-sided. He was like, "What's all this noise?" All right. Also, Rublev is down match point. All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes to watch Carlos Alcaraz, but nice work from Nole. Gets it through from a set down. He gets it done. 4-6, 6-1, 6-2. And he throws up and wins the match. And he's into the third round. I'll see you guys soon.